Leo, this is your Venus in retrograde reading, and so I'm pretty kind of excited about this because this looks really good. Um, One thing that has been in your readings for a while is your ego. And here it is. The lesson that you need to learn is about your ego. Now stay with me, and we're going to talk about this. With the Venus in retrograde, what it's going to bring you is the Four of Pentacles. You could be feeling closed off. Here, I'm just going to get down to it. I think you just recently had a shock. The bottom of the deck was the Tower. And I picked up the Tower, and it was the Three of Pentacles. There was something that you were working on that has fallen apart. It fell apart. And it might have fell apart yesterday, last week, recently. Something fell apart. And, I think some of y'all are dealing with two people. I do. I think you are with someone and you left that person. And I don't think you gave this person any kind of reason why. It was like very abrupt, or like this person didn't expect it or didn't think it would happen, or it was just like whatever reason you did something, you're keeping it to yourself. And so you left this person, you chose someone else. Well, the new relationship with you and this person, number one, it was built off of a faulty foundation. It wasn't something that really could, sustain the test of time, or at least what was being built, okay? It's like a brick or two was missing, and then so much shit got piled on top. Of course it collapsed. If you were in a relationship with somebody, I think it was for financial reasons. It wasn't for love. It was the Three of Pentacles, not the Three of Cups. It was, the Three of Pentacles, not the Three of Wands. It's Pentacles. So very business, very, maybe for your convenience. You know what I mean? Like you might have been living with someone or staying together with someone, maybe for the kids. Maybe staying with someone because you can afford to live on your own. It was just like, again, like kind of convenient for you. And it was like a business partnership more than anything. Like it wasn't a thing of love. It wasn't a thing of passion. And whatever it was, well, like I said, wasn't built right, fell down. And here you are, the Four of Pentacles, holding on to what you got left. You could be very, keeping to yourself, keeping quiet, not opening up to a lot of people. You could be watching, your money. Some of y'all could have been a job. Maybe recently you lost your job and you're holding on to what money you have. You're holding on to something. And, the benefit, the blessing of this, Leo, I think you are now free to... I'm going to talk about this first. The challenge is the Ace of Pentacles. The challenge is giving somebody something. The challenge is prying this pentacle out of your hands and giving it to somebody. But you giving this pentacle is only fair. So let's talk about that. Oh, at the bottom of the deck was the Ace of Swords, then the Ace of Wands, and the Lovers. So I think that the person that you left for the other person, for that thing that fell apart, I think you didn't tell them. And that is, you've been holding on to that. And it's so hard for you to give someone the reason, the answer of why you did something. You know what I mean? You need to make something right. This is karma. You have to make this right. And I think you know that. And I think deep down you know this, Leo. But it's still hard for you to do. because you might have to like release some emotions that you never released before, said things you never said before, or this could be really hurtful or a painful thing for you to do, because right now maybe you're feeling like you don't have anything. You could be rebuilding your life again, trying to stand up on your own feet again, but it's like you're giving a very vulnerable part of something to someone else. But you do it because it is the fair thing to do. It is. So that, I'm thinking, why would this be fair? And I really think it's because you didn't tell this person while you left. There's something you kept to yourself. Mm-hmm. Your lesson here. Okay, so the Six of Swords, let's talk about the benefit. So whatever fell apart is now freeing you, to move forward. And the bottom of the deck was the Knight of Cups. This could be going to someone and offering them an apology. This might be something as simple as an apology, Leo. Like, you maybe fucked up so badly. Like maybe you did something and someone told you something was going to happen. You're like, no, it's not. And then it happened. And it's like, now you have to go to this person and be like, hey, I fucked up. I did this. You were right. And I think it's going to be hard for you to do that because of your ego, which your lesson is to kill the ego, to cool it with that. All right. So now I'm looking at this in a different way as well. Whatever happened, it's seriously, no, still, it's freeing you up to move forward and handle some kind of conflict that you have in your life. I think it's something that you want. I think you want to do this. I think whoever you're going towards, whoever you have in mind, whoever you owe this explanation, apology, or something to, is someone who you do care about. Someone who you at least like. Have some kind of emotion for. Put it to you that way. Some of you, I could see this as if you weren't dealing with two people, if you were only dealing with one person, and the relationship fell apart, and maybe you were married, this might be an offer to, this might be an offer to either get a divorce or to try to make it work. It could be a lot of different things, Leos. So I'm sorry if it's like so everywhere. But again, yes, your lesson is to not always be, you don't always have to be in control of something. You could let go. You could, you don't have to be in control. You don't have to run the show. It's okay to not run the show. It's okay for things to go a different kind of way other than the way you want them to go. This is very much, you need to learn some kind of lesson about yourself. That maybe what you think isn't always right. That maybe sometimes, being very controlling or restricting or domineering or keeping control of something, like maybe you squeeze the life out of something. I don't know. But you need to handle up on that. It's like you need to cool your tits. You need to calm it down. Your advice is the Moon, and it clarified with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So I think you need to walk, I think you need to keep going down this path. It's a path that I think you've never been down before. I think you are lost. I think you're confused. You could be very emotional, but you need to process this, Leo, and you need to do it. You might be, being pulled in two different directions. You might want to run away from a situation, but also at the same time you want to move towards something else. It just seems like there's something you have to face up to. There's something you need to own up to. And part of you might not want to do it. But I think you have to. Especially with the Moon, which is very intuitive. Follow your intuition. Just go with your intuition. Follow to where you know you think you're being led to go. You have to walk this path of darkness, I guess, to make up for some of the things that you've done. And it might help you break whatever ego this is. Like, this feels like a huge shell. In Ghostbusters 2, whenever, there's like the pink slime all over the museum, that's what this feels like. It's like you built perhaps maybe like this wall around you or something. And it's like, and then that's just like, you gotta let that down, man. Because that's what's it's like you're not letting, it's like you're keeping the bad in or something, and you're not letting like the good in, or you're not letting, it's just it's you gotta give this a break. It just feels so constricting and so tight, almost even like suffocating. I think maybe you've been maybe planning something for so long, because it's like, I don't know if you're OCD or something, bro, or if this is like, it has to go your way, or you're just so unbending. You can't be like that. But you need to walk through this path, whatever this is, this is for you to learn a lesson. Walk this path, break this ego, and the result will be the King of Pentacles, which will be a stable person, a reliable person. You can be someone you can count on. You know what I mean? Like, this will make you a better person. King of Pentacles is a pretty cool dude. A pretty cool dude. It's someone, is a father. This is someone who takes care of their family, who's a provider, who's a protector. Someone who makes balanced, reasonable decisions. This is maybe involving your finances or something. Your finances might improve. You end up as the king. I don't know, this is involving some kind of business. I don't know. You might have to reach out to somebody and it maybe ask for some money. I don't know, man. There's just a sense of you having to do something that you really don't want to do. It's like giving something that you just, it's going to be so hard for you to do something, but it's like it's the right thing to do. And you could be feeling very confused right now, but you need to go through these emotions, because I think that might be the only way for you, yes, to gain some kind of stability. Is to go through this, walk this path, and come out of it, a stable person. Hope that makes sense, Leo. This is crazy. Good luck.